was reflecting on something which I would name as inadequacy. I imagine most people feel that from time to time, feel inadequate. There are the inadequacies of some kind of personal limitation, and then inadequacy that's born out of not really filling your own potential. So there's that kind of inadequacy. But then there's simply the inadequacy that we're not meant to be everything that is needed for our world, even the immediate world that we live in. In that sense, we are inadequate. And if we are eager for that world to thrive, don't we have to live with that inadequacy? We can't be the whole thing as much as we might like to. We can be all of who we're supposed to be, but not necessarily all that that field needs. The more heroic of us try to be. I want to say how glorious it is to see people show up, right? I suppose if you were operating on an ego basis, that person showing up would be diminishing your stature or prominence in some way. I think if we're really interested in the field, what's being created, we're not driven that way. So there's that range of things not to be underestimated. And then there's simply, what would we call it? The spiritual stature that's needed in the field in which we function. Pillars of the temple. Any field needs pillars of the temple. For me, when I see people standing straight and tall, proud and strong, bringing spiritual stature into the space, what could be better than that, right? What could be better than that, to see that, to witness it, and to glory in it from another person? Certainly, from a practical perspective, we can't do it all. And then from a vibrational perspective, from a spiritual perspective, from this perspective of spiritual leadership, we can't do it all. We cannot be it all. We're not meant to be it all, any of us. We can be ourselves. We can be fully ourselves. All that we're meant to be. We can be that courageously and audaciously and purely and openly. We can let the rain fall for us, let it penetrate our humanity and show up that way. We can be ourselves. Perhaps in that process we find ourselves filling in as best we can. But at the end of the day, what is the hope for the field? Is it not that others will show up as well, to be themselves? And how do you feel when you see that? It's like, whoa, I could never do that, right? We could never really do what another person does. We couldn't be them. And I just end up gazing at a person astonished for who they are, for the stature they're bringing into the world, to the gift that they are to our field.